Imagine for a moment that an enemy hands you a cup of poison. They look you in the eye and say, "Drink this, and I will suffer." It sounds foolish, doesn't it? Why would you drinking poison hurt them? And yet this is exactly what we do when we get angry at disrespect. When someone insults you, they are offering you a cup of poison. It is their bitterness, their insecurity, their anger. If you react, if you shout back, if you let it ruin your day, you are drinking that poison. You are hurting yourself, hoping that your enemy will die. The Stoics knew a secret that most modern men have forgotten. They knew that an insult is not something that happens to you. It is a choice. You cannot stop the arrow from being shot, but you can choose whether it pierces your skin or breaks against your shield. Today, we are going to dismantle the power of disrespect. We will look at the psychology of the hater, the story of the Roman senator who refused to be angry, and the four-step protocol to becoming invincible. By the end of this video, you will not just tolerate insults, you will laugh at them. Before we learn how to react, we must understand why the disrespect happened. Deep down, we fear that the insult is true. That is why it hurts. If I call you a green elephant, you won't get angry. You will think I am crazy. But if I call you weak or stupid, you react because a part of you fears it might be true. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, was the most powerful man on earth. Yet he was criticized daily by his own citizens. How did he handle it? He diagnosed the offender. He wrote to himself, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." He didn't say this to be negative. He said it to be prepared. He understood a fundamental law of human nature. Cruelty comes from weakness. Happy, confident, and fulfilled people do not go around destroying others. They don't have the time. They are too busy building their own lives. Disrespect always, always comes from a place of lack. When someone insults you, they are subconsciously admitting, "I am threatened by you," or "I am in pain, and I need you to feel it too." They are like a sick patient coughing germs. You wouldn't get angry at someone for having the flu, would you? You would pity them. So the next time someone is rude, do not see a powerful enemy. See a sick patient. Pity them. There is a powerful story about a Zen master and a warrior. The warrior, known for his temper, came to the master to challenge him. He spat at the master. He shouted every profanity he knew. He insulted the master's ancestors. The master sat silently. He did not move a muscle. After hours of shouting, the warrior got tired and left, defeated by the silence. The students asked the master, "Why did you let him abuse you? Why didn't you fight back?" The master replied, "If someone offers you a gift and you decline to accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The student said, "It belongs to the one who offered it." "Exactly," said the master. "He offered me anger and insults. I did not accept. So the anger is still his. He is the one carrying the heavy burden home, not me." Let's go deeper into history. Before Marcus Aurelius, there was Socrates. He was arguably the wisest man in Athens, yet he was mocked constantly for his appearance. He was old, he was ugly, and he walked barefoot. One day while walking in the market, a man came up to Socrates and kicked him violently. Socrates fell to the ground. The crowd gasped. They waited for him to fight back or to drag the man to court. Instead, Socrates stood up, dusted off his robe, and continued walking as if nothing happened. His friends were furious. They asked, Socrates, why do you not sue him? He humiliated you. Socrates smiled and said, if a donkey kicked me, would I take the donkey to court? Think about the profound wisdom in that humor. By calling the man a donkey, he didn't just insult him back. He stripped him of his humanity. He was saying, this man does not have the reasoning of a human being. He acts on animal impulse. Why should I, a rational man, be offended by the actions of a beast? When someone disrespects you at work or in public, use the Socrates filter. Ask yourself, is this person acting like a rational human, or are they acting like a donkey? If they are acting like a donkey, you don't argue. You move out of the way. But why is this so hard to do? Why does our heart race when someone insults us? To master this, we must understand our own biology. Thousands of years ago, if you were insulted or rejected by your tribe, it meant death. If the tribe didn't respect you, they would kick you out into the wilderness and you would die alone. So your brain evolved a safety mechanism: pain. When you feel disrespected, your brain releases cortisol, stress hormone. It is trying to warn you, danger, your status is dropping, do something. But here is the truth. You are no longer in the tribe. We live in a modern world. If a stranger on the internet insults you or a rude customer yells at you, you will not die. You will not starve. Your brain is reacting to a tiger, but it is only a house cat. The Stoic creates a gap between the biology and the reaction. When you feel that sting in your chest, tell yourself, this is just my ancient biology trying to save me from a danger that does not exist. Acknowledge the feeling, thank your biology for the warning, and then dismiss it. Epictetus gave us another powerful tool called the two handles. He said, every event has two handles, one by which it can be carried and one by which it cannot. Let's say your brother treats you unfairly. If you grab the situation by the handle of he is unjust or he hurt me, you will feel heavy. You will feel anger. You cannot carry this burden. But if you grab it by the other handle, the handle of he is my brother and perhaps he is misguided, then the burden becomes light. The event didn't change. The insult didn't change. Only your grip changed. When you face disrespect, look for the handle that makes you strong, not the one that makes you a victim. Grab the handle of training. Say to yourself, this person is here to test my patience. They are my personal trainer for mental strength. Suddenly, the insult is no longer an attack. It is an exercise. And you never get angry at the weights in the gym for being heavy. Finally, do not wait for the insult to surprise you. The Stoics practice premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. If you go into a boxing match expecting not to get hit, you will be knocked out by the first punch. But if you enter the ring expecting to be hit, the punch does not shock you. You roll with it. Before you go to work or before you meet that difficult family member, visualize the disrespect. See them saying the rude thing. See them ignoring you. And then visualize yourself smiling. Visualize yourself staying calm. Play the movie in your head before it happens in reality. So when they finally open their mouths, you can say to yourself, I have already seen this. I am ready. Now let's look at a historical example of extreme discipline. Cato the Younger was the most respected Stoic in Rome, even more rigid than Marcus Aurelius. One day while at the public baths, a man struck him in the face. It was a violent, disrespectful hit. Cato was a powerful senator. He could have had the man killed instantly or thrown in prison. The crowd waited for Cato's rage. Instead, when the man realized who he hit, and began to apologize profusely, begging for mercy. Cato simply said, "I don't remember being hit." Think about the psychological power of that sentence. He didn't forgive him. He didn't punish him. He denied the event even existed in his mind. To get angry would mean the insult hurt. To forgive would mean the insult was significant. But to say, "I don't remember," meant the man was so insignificant, so beneath him, that the interaction didn't even register in his memory. This is the level of mental strength we are aiming for. Total indifference. A lion does not concern himself with the opinions of sheep, and a Stoic does not concern himself with the insults of the foolish. If you still feel the burning rage inside, try this Stoic exercise, the view from above. When someone insults you, zoom out. Look at them. Look at yourself. You are two tiny specks of dust, spinning on a rock in an infinite universe. In 100 years, you will be dead. He will be dead. Nobody will remember his insult. Nobody will remember your reaction. The earth will keep spinning. Why waste one precious second of your short existence worrying about the noise of a tiny speck of dust? When you see how small they are, their words become meaningless. So how do you apply this tomorrow? When your boss yells at you, or when a comment online attacks you? Here is your 4-step battle plan. Step 1, the pause. When the insult hits, do nothing. Literally nothing. Count to 3. The Stoics believe the first emotion is involuntary, but the second is a choice. Buy yourself time. Step 2, the analysis. Ask yourself, is it true? If it is true, correct yourself. Why be angry at the truth? If it is false, then it is a lie. And why be angry at a lie? It has nothing to do with you. Step 3, self-deprecation. If they mock you, agree and exaggerate. If they say you are stupid, reply with a smile. You're right, and I'm even worse before I've had my coffee. You cannot humiliate a man who is humble. Step 4, silence. Sometimes the only answer is no answer. Look them in the eye, hold the gaze, and then go back to work. Silence is loud. It tells them they are not worth a response. Your mind is a citadel. You are the gatekeeper. Do not let every passerby with muddy boots walk through the halls of your mind. Keep the gates closed to negativity. Remember, nobody can hurt you without your permission. They can scream, they can type, they can hate, but they cannot touch your soul unless you hand them the key. The next time you face disrespect, don't see it as a misfortune. See it as training. Smile, stay silent, and remain the rock. If you made it this far, comment, "I am the rock" below. Subscribe to the Stoic Legacy, and as always, let them wonder.